Hi guys, we're going to do some decluttering today. So I bought some new makeup from the drugstore over the last week or so, and I'm trying to find room for it. And I'm trying to keep everything inside my 5-drawer original beauty box because I've done a really good job of condensing my collection down to this size over the last year or so. So the idea being, if I'm bringing new stuff in, I better A, love it, and B, be able to find room for it. So I've got a little bit of a problem because it's getting kind of full. So I'm going to do a declutter, and today I just wanted to start with bronzers. So the new thing that I got is I just got this new Essence contour powder. It's like a bronzer and a highlighter. I'm not too sure if I love this yet, but what I like about it is the fact that it's matte. So there's like a matte bronzer, and the highlighter is matte as well. So it's a little unusual, like it's a little bit different, but I like the fact that it's a matte bronzer from the drugstores. Then I have this Bare Minerals one, and I've kept this. It's just like a sample size. I got it as, I think I got it as part of you know, a 500 point perk at Sephora, like, oh my gosh, 2 years ago. This is the powder bronzer in the Skinny Dip, and I love this one quite a bit. I like the fact that it's, you know, a little bit lighter. It's more, it kind of has like an orangey tint to it. So sometimes when I do get sun, my skin kind of does get a lot of red in it because I'm so pale. So I did kind of like that, but now I don't know if it's my favorite. See, it's got a little bit of a peachy tone to it. So I don't know. I think I might give this one, get rid of that one. This is brand new. I just got this from Hard Candy. It's the Hard Candy Ultimate Pro Strobing Kit. And it's got another matte bronzer in there. So I just got this today, so I'm going to be holding on to that one for sure. But I like, okay, let's dig these out. Okay, so we've got the Essence Sun Club matte bronzer for blondes, and I've had this for quite a while as well. You get so much product in here. I don't even know if they make this anymore. And again, I like it because it's nice and fair. Like you can see, I got a nice big dip in it. I have used it a lot, but I recently got this sample size of the Laura Mercier Bronze 3, and it's kind of the same thing where it's a light shade. So I don't want to keep both. And you get quite a bit of product in here. So that's the Laura Mercier. And so that's the Laura Mercier there, and that's the Essence one. Now, the Essence one is a lot paler. Yeah, see, the Essence one, it doesn't even show up really. There's the Laura Mercier one. I think I'm going to get rid of the Laura Mercier one. Or the Essence one, and keep the Laura Mercier one. And then when I use this up, consider buying it in full size. And it's small, so it'll fit in here. And then I've got a Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. Now this is a medium. It says medium to deep, but it doesn't seem to be that dark to me. It's definitely like milk chocolate. And it's a little bit deeper, but I love the fact that it's matte. So I really like this one. I'm going to keep this one. It's very similar. And again, when it's out by the full-size one, it's very similar to this Essence one. So I'm going to keep them to compare, you know, staying power and whatnot. So I'm going to keep those. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizing Veil. I don't like it. I just feel like it doesn't show up on my skin at all. I mean, it's very pretty, but it's beautiful when you swatch it, but it's just so close to my skin color. When I put it on with a brush, it just doesn't show up. So I'm probably going to get rid of that. Okay, I wasn't going to get into highlighters today, so let's just stick to bronzers. So we got that. Then up here, I have kits, palettes with bronzers in them. So that's why I don't really feel like I need to have a lot of bronzers. So this is the NARS Narcissist. No, Virtual Domination. And it's got NARS Laguna in there. A really nice big one. So I can keep that one for sure. I love this Sleek Trio. I love this bronzer. It's, again, a matte bronzer, and it's kind of that milky tone, and it's got a nice highlighter. The blush is a little crazy, but I love the highlighter and the bronzer so much, so I'm keeping that. And then I've got an Urban Decay Naked, or what is it? Naked Flushed palette in Native. Holy smokes. Yeah, Naked Flushed. All right, Julia, holy smokes. This one, I mean, I loved it when I first got it, but now that highlighters are like exploding, like everybody has a highlighter, I don't think this is the nicest highlighter. It's, I don't know, there's just, it's not, when you put it on, it looks a little bit, you know, chalky. And the bronzer is nice, but again, it's kind of got an orangey tint to it. And I don't often wear bright pink like that. I think I might pass this on. It's very similar to this palette here, this trio from Wet n Wild. This is a little bit, it's very similar if you look in tone. But what I like about, see, they're very, very similar. This one's obviously brighter. I don't know. Do I like the drugstore version better than the department store version? I think I might. Oh, gonna think about that one. So keeping this one, this one because it's a little bit darker, this one because it's lighter, and this one because it's very similar to this one, except it's drugstore, and I want to put it to the test to see if it beats this one out, because I want to get this one full size, but it's like 40 bucks. Okay. All right. So getting rid of, so far we're getting rid of two. So I'm getting rid of the Bare Minerals and this big boy, which is great because it frees up a lot of space. So are we going to keep this one, or are we going to keep this one? Okay, so the packaging on this is horrible. It's so cheap and flimsy. Okay, so after careful consideration, and I went into the bathroom where the light was better, and I tried both highlights on my face, I am going to keep the Urban Decay, and I'll tell you why. Because even though I liked the fact that this softer product had like better color payoff, it was just like a little bit softer formula, so the highlight really showed up really well. I find that it ended up being a little bit too harsh. This one's a little bit more, so like they're pretty much identical in the finish, except that the glow from the Urban Decay one was a little bit more subtle, which I think being over 40 works better for me, because this one ended up looking a little foiled. But I would definitely recommend this, especially if you're, you know, on a budget. I think this is a fantastic product. But I do, in this case, being, you know, a highlighter and a bronzer, I think the fact that the color payoff is a little bit less on this one actually works to my advantage, because it's a little bit more foolproof. So I'm going to keep, it's a little bit more refined of a look on your skin, but you get a lot of bang for your buck with this product. What's it called? The Color Icon Fair Trade. I'm not sure what it was called. Oh, Blush and Glow Trio. And I think you can still get these. So, but there you go. So I'm going to keep that one. And this is in Native. So it's the pinkier of the, I think they've got 3 different colors, and this one had the pinkier blush. Okay, so that's great. So that does end up clearing up some space. Thank you so much, guys. I feel like you were here helping me out. It's like I could hear you encouraging me. Now I got a little bit more room to put some new stuff in, but I do think I'm going to have to continue to clean out these drawers. Okay, thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!